Man. What's going on, guys? Today, Tennessee, the Presbyterian school, Christian school for kids and teachers, had this former student come back as a transgender and shot up the school. 3 kids were killed, 3 teachers died. That's the news. That's what's out there. This person used to go to this school, and it's flabbergasting to me how someone who used to be a Christian would go so far off to do such a demonic work like this. This person, whether they're a transgender or part of the LGBTQ movement, doesn't matter. The fact is, the matter is it's disgusting. It's repulsive and it's reprehensible. How sick do you have to be to go to a school and kill a bunch of kids and teachers? This is where the world is going. Nothing is sacred in this world anymore. And it's saddening to see that this is what goes on. There's so many different agendas out in the world and movements that are being pushed and enforced. And, it's just sad to see that in this day and age that nothing is held sacred. And the Bible talks about the end of days, talks about the wars and rumors of wars and all this other stuff. But we got spiritual wars that are going on within our own country. And we are fighting against every day. It's sad to see that this had happened. I feel horrible and I feel terrible about the families and what they've had to experience. I heard about this over the radio waves. I was going to get some therapy done on my knee today, and I was listening to 88.1. It's a Christian station, and they're supported by their viewers or by their listeners or audiences. And the lady was talking because one of her kids is there, and the emotion that was through there, man, I felt it. And immediately I thought of my kids. I thought of other people's children. And man, what would happen? What happens? How does life become so trivial, so non-important, where somebody can go to a school and just execute, right? Assassinate, murder, for no reason. And I don't care what the reason this transgender person had, this individual had. That's not a reason to kill kids or teachers. How possessed demonically do you have to be to go and do something like that? Now, thankfully, the police got involved. I'm assuming it was like 17 minutes. And, they took action. And the action they took had fatal consequences. But those consequences happened because of somebody else's actions. People, we are at war. A spiritual war. Between heaven and hell. And as we move forward in time, more and more and more of these things are going to happen. There is nothing more dangerous than a foolish person with a cause. A foolish person with a cause is what ended some people's lives. This person used to go to this Presbyterian school, lost their way, couldn't find God anymore. Whatever the situation was, maybe because they felt like, they were speaking out against transgenders and so that hit them hard, or maybe they didn't stand by it and it hit them too much and so they felt like they had to go and take action. It's repulsive. And the more these kind of things are forced down Christians' throats, and the more they come to the forefront, it's sad. God will have his day. God will let things happen, and he will judge those things. I'm fortunate every day that I am allowed to wake up. I am thankful every day that God gives me the chance to wake up. Because if he wanted it, we could all be dead. If he wanted it, I could die tonight. If he wanted it, I could die right now. But it's through his mercy and his grace where I am allowed to continue breathing and continue living and to continue to try to serve him to the best of my ability. Yes, I can fall short, but I repent and I keep moving forward. Okay? People, sometimes the world is just a very wicked, mean, and nasty place. And when it's like that, we really have to start praying. I'm praying for the families of this school. I'm praying for the families that have lost their children. I am praying for the husbands that have lost their wives, the dads and mothers that have lost their kids, their siblings that have lost each other. I am praying for these people. Guys, man, I'm floored. I'm floored. I really am. I've reached out to some of the people in my church, and I've asked them to pray for the people in Tennessee as well. I don't have to know them at all. It's just the humane thing to do. And even if you're not a Christian, it's the humane thing to do. Man, I'm praying for the families. I'm praying for that community. I'm praying for that school. I'm praying for the people. Man, it's sad. Man, it's sad. Anyway, I love you guys. Keep Tennessee in your prayers. Keep them in the forefront of your mind. Pray for the families and the people that were affected by this directly and indirectly. Pray for them. God bless you guys. Stay in love.